Hello and welcome to American Truck Simulator. I'm davidinark, and yes, this is American Truck Simulator. I'm at the Yuma Proving Grounds or something or other. Anyhow, I thought it might be fun to drive a car in American Truck Simulator, and I was wrong. Okay. Now, I will tell you this car is very detailed, looks very, very nice. I mean, it's a good looking car. Gonna drive around for a little bit, but one of the problems with mods like this, and I got it off of the workshop, you can see the braking takes forever. And the handling that you will see is absolutely awful. Now, you have to remember, American Truck Simulator is made for trucks. It's all truck based. Everything, the physics, the world, the engine, the way things interact. It's expecting you to be a truck. So when someone creates a mod that is a car, it's really breaking the physics and some of the other stuff that the game is expecting. So, oh, I forgot we even did this. This is not good. We are upside down, and the real kick about being upside down is, as far as I know, in American Truck Simulator, you have to call a garage and be towed in order to get your vehicle turned upright. So we called the garage here, and look at that. Decent chunk of change. Luckily, we're not far from a garage, so it wasn't too bad. But that'll at least get the vehicle set back upright, and I can also go in here and repair it. So let's just take a look. How much damage? $8,000 worth of damage to our truck. So, yeah, it is very, look at there, and I can even drive with the parking brake. So it's a lot like BeamNG, without all of the physics and damage modeling, because there is zero damage modeling. You can do whatever you want to your car and nothing ever shows up. So there you go. But again, the game is expecting you to be driving a truck, and when you're driving around in a car, it does all kinds of weird stuff. And braking, it really is, braking and steering are the two worst aspects of the whole thing. It's a lot like driving a box, almost like driving a Kleenex box that has been covered in, I don't know, these days, hand sanitizer. Why not? Whatever. Anyway, some kind of goopy, sloppy mess. It doesn't really turn so much as it just, I don't know what the word is. Just appears. I mean, the engine, the physics engine, the rendering shows the vehicle turning, but it feels like you're turning just a box. It doesn't feel like you're turning the wheels and guiding it anywhere. It's just like you're driving this weird contraption. You can see it's not easy to control. Again, you took the physics of a giant big rig and you compacted them down into a passenger vehicle. Things are definitely going to get very wonky when you do that. But my thinking was that I have a lot of ground to cover in the game in terms of completing the map, seeing different places I haven't seen, all that kind of stuff. And I thought, man, if I could do it in a car instead of a truck, it could be, I could get it done so much faster. I mean, I'm going right now, 105 miles an hour? Well, now 106. So I'm thinking, all right, I can go way faster in this car than I can a truck. I can cover a whole lot of ground. here's the problem with that logic. The problem is you spend so much time like spinning out and crashing out and just trying to keep the stupid car on the road without killing everybody and yourself that you end up again right here. All I was doing was exiting. I wasn't doing anything. I was turning up the exit, and now once again I have to call the tow truck to get me to a garage. Any time that I thought this was going to save me absolutely went out the window. No doubt about it, man. But I think it's cool that folks, first of all, created the mod. Very good looking mod. I think it's also very cool that they've made it available. So yeah, it's not in the least what you might expect, but at least it's a car. You can cruise around in realistic environments in a passenger car instead of being stuck inside a big rig truck all the time. And I will tell you, that is also part of the reason why I wanted a car mod. I read the online post, and I'll probably get all kinds of slam comments on this particular video because generally speaking, the people who play American Truck Simulator, it's American Truck Simulator. You are simulating driving a truck. Why would anybody want to drive a car? There are other games for that. There are other games. Yes, there's GTA, there's, whatever. But as far as I know, there is no car game that allows you to explore real-world United States environments like you can in American Truck Simulator. So the reason why I want a car is because I do not drive well at all. It's so hard to control. But I like the idea of having a game where I can drive a car and visit, all these real world places. There was a game out, I don't know even know how long ago. I don't know, probably 10 years ago at this point, called Need for Speed The Run. And it was a pseudo racing trip across the United States. But the problem with it was that you spent so much time racing across the United States, you really didn't get to take in any of the environment, any of the atmosphere, where American Truck Simulator, this is the environment. I mean, check that out, right? You got the roller coaster, you got the Ferris wheel. I don't know. It's just, I like being able to drive around in a real world environment in a, almost real world car. Doing it in a truck is fine. And even if you don't, grab a load and just drive, you just want to drive around cab only, that's fine. That's okay. But I don't know. It feels more realistic to be cruising around in a car as we blow through the lights. I'm talking about how realistic it is, and then I'm going, 90 miles an hour through the streets of Phoenix or whatever. Yeah, Phoenix. So take my realism complaint with a grain of salt, I guess. But one of the things that I learned while playing around with this mod is that I can't steer it to save my life. But on top of that, when you that was close. If you do need to make a sudden sharp turn, slamming on the handbrake and then letting it go is a pretty decent way to do that. I mean, it'll make the car slide out because weird physics. But you know what? Hey, why not? I can't remember if I do that here. I don't think so. No, I'll just back up here. In one of the places that I drive into, I just drive in, hit the brake, flip the wheel. It does a U-turn, for lack of a better description, and off we go just because the physics in the game. So anyhow, there you go. That is driving around in a car mod for American Truck Simulator. I don't know. What do you think about it? Let me know down in the comments section below. Got any other questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comments section below as well. Sweet. Oh! nearly hit the trailer with our car and then promptly smacked the side of our car into a fence. I'm so good at this. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, thank you so much to Hero of God, to GamerGull, and to Mr. Spooky7 for supporting me on Patreon. If that's something you'd like to check out, head over to patreon.com/davidinark. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. I don't know. Leave me your feedback. What do you think about the general idea of cars in American Truck Simulator, and what are your thoughts on this particular vehicle? Just, I don't know, for the sake of discussion. Leave that down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching American Truck Simulator. We will see you next time. Have a great day.